Hi, Edexcel C3 May 13, question 7. It's functions and it's worth 11 marks. And it's pretty straightforward. There's a sneaky little part out of those 5. But we've got a range, we've got to plug 0 in and then follow it through. We've got to rearrange a function to find an inverse, and then we're going to solve an equation. It's pretty standard latter function question. I've done the first one for you. The range of f, how high does this function, which is some kind of mod graph, it's a linear there and a different linear here, what's its range of values? Well, it goes from 0, look, when x is 2, up to 10 when x is minus 2. So the range is not is less than or equal to f of x is less than or equal to 10. Easy. Giveaway mark. So part B, we've got to put 0 into our function f, and then the answer to that we put into our function f. So 0 into our function gives us 5, and we've got to put 5 into my function. Now I've put there that if I put x equals 5, it relates to y equals 3. Well, why does that happen? Well, you can probably see, but just to exemplify, to get from 2 to 6, I've gone 4 along. So 5 is 3/4 of that distance. I've split my 2 to 6 distance into a ratio of 3 to 1. So I need to split my 0 to 4 distance into the same ratio and go that same distance across it. So f of 5 equals 3, so f of 0 is equal to 3. Easy. To get the inverse function, we need to, or a process for this. There are a number of ways of doing this, but the one I prefer to use is this one. Switch the x's and the y's. So instead of y equals 4 plus 3x over 5 minus x, I've switched the x. I've switched the y to an x and the x's to a y. And then I need to rearrange and make y the subject. So multiply through by 5 minus 1, 5 minus y. So x times 5 minus y is 5x minus yx, leaving 4 plus 3y on the right hand side. Put my y terms together. So I've got, and bring the 4 over to the left hand side. So 5x minus 4 equals xy plus 3y. Factorise the right hand side, and then divide by the x plus 3. So I've got y all by itself. So that means that the inverse of g is 5x minus 4 over x plus 3. And then we're going to use that in our last question, because we want to find g f of x is equal to 16. So what number do we plug into f, and then the answer we plug into g to give us 16? Well, we can get rid of the g function, which reduces our difficulty somewhat, by applying g minus 1 before it. Because if we do g of a number and then g minus 1 of a number, we get back to the number that we started with. So if I do g minus 1 on the left hand side, I've got to do g minus 1 of 16 on the right hand side. So I need to put 16 into my function g minus 1. And when I put 16 into the function g minus 1, I'm going to get 4 I think. Let's have a look. I've got 16 times 5, take away 4, and I'm going to divide that by 16 plus 3, which equals 76. 16 5 is 80, take away 4 is 76, divided by 19. 76 divided by 19 is 4. Okay, so what function do I put into f to get 4? Well, there's 2 of them, and that's the sneaky part. If I go along my line y equals 4, I get to this value here, and then I get to this, the 6 that I know about. So I've gone down 1 on my graph, so how far across have I gone? Well, this gradient takes me down 5 as I go across 2. So if I go down 1, I've gone down 1/5 of the distance, so I need to go across 1/5 of the distance, so that is 2/5. So f of x equals 4 gives me that x equals 2 over 5, or 0.4, or x equals 6, and which is the one that we knew about from the information that we were given right at the beginning. And we can verify that by putting 2/5 or 0.4 into my function and 6 into my function, and then carrying out g on that, and in both cases I do get 16. Thanks for watching. It's 11 mark question. That was a tricky bit at the end to make sure that you got 2 values. Pretty straightforward overall, I must say. You got 11 minutes in the test to do that. I'm pretty sure you could have done it a lot quicker. Thanks for watching. Have a look at some of the videos. Bye for now.